Dear brothers and sisters, you can't conceive, my child, nor can I or anyone, the appalling strangeness of the mercy of God. Yes, brothers and sisters in Christ, that is a quote from Graham Greene's novel, Brighton Rock. And he's right. I have indeed experienced this strangeness of God's grace in my life. Like Jeremiah the prophet, I can only say that the Lord has seduced me and I have let myself be seduced. But then I can also say, like the same prophet Jeremiah, that the Lord is with me like a mighty champion. My dear brothers and sisters, as I take on this new responsibility, I thought I will share with you a little of my story. I was born in a village named Agraharam in Salem district in the state of Tamil Nadu in southern India. My parents, needless to say, were very devout Catholics. My mom was involved in various ministries in her parish. My mom volunteered to make sure that kerosene oil would be supplied for the tabernacle lamp, which was on 24/7. And it was my responsibility to make sure that the lamp never went out for want of oil. I was an altar server from the time I received my first communion. And I had a French priest as my pastor. His name was Mauviel. I was indeed in awe of him. The way he spoke my language, Tamil, won our admiration. By the way, Tamil is the most ancient language, you know. He commanded the respect of our people. I was so proud to be growing in the elan of his great man. Around the time I was completing my 8th grade, let's say I was 13 or 14 then, I had this strange compulsion that I needed to join a seminary and be a priest. Just then, the Brothers of Holy Cross began a program called Juniorate to recruit students from 9th grade. The brothers ran one of the best Catholic English medium schools in the diocese. So I joined them, much to the chagrin of my pastor, who asked me to wait until 10th grade so he could send me to the diocesan seminary. Well, I studied only in Tamil medium until 10th grade. And from 11th grade, I was thrust into the English medium, so you can imagine my plight. I barely made it at the Jesuit-run college in Bangalore. The formation program of the brothers then took me to Chennai for our undergraduate program in the year 79-80. In the year 1985, I completed my novitiate program in the Congregation of Holy Cross and professed my first vows on the 30th of May 1985. Then I went on to do my philosophy and theology at the Pontifical University in Pune. While my classmates for priesthood went on to be ordained, I went on to do the brothers' ministry. Right from the start, I was interested with many important responsibilities. I started as a recruiter of vocations to the brothers, and then as the formator in the formation house of the brothers. Along with these responsibilities, I also managed to complete some very important studies, such as a Bachelor of Education, Masters in English Literature, and Masters in Education, Masters in Philosophy of Education, and so on, for several years. I was then entrusted with the position of being the principal of one of our most prestigious schools in Salem town, with close to 4,000 all-boys K through 12. During this time, I helped in my own little ways steer the school to greater glory, such as that our school was adjudged the best school in the district and the third best school in the whole of the state. I also had the honor of receiving the Best Teacher Award given by the state government. While my ministry in the school was intentionally passionate and I was loving every moment of it, the congregation asked me to be the provincial of the brothers in India. Yes, friends, that was the most you could possibly achieve. I had it all. We lacked nothing. We had chauffeured cars and cooks and table boys to wait on us, and we had the most comfortable life, of course. But the Lord has a way of nagging you. He has a way of tugging at your heart that is persistently compelling. All along, somehow deep inside the core of my being, I was not content. Something more was beckoning me to leave everything behind and follow the Lord in another way of life. Just as Mother Teresa was being called to consider a calling to found the missionaries of charity, different from the one she joined, deep inside I was being nudged by the Lord to serve Him as His priest. So, for many years, I had discerned it all along with my Superior General, Father Hugh, and I finally had to make up my mind. Long story short, in 2009, I decided to join the Eastern Province of Priests of the Congregation of Holy Cross in United States and made it to Notre Dame to do my master's in theology and was ordained a deacon at Bennington, Vermont, and then was ordained a priest at the Basilica of the Sacred Heart at Notre Dame on the 30th April 2011. Then the Lord brought me to this beautiful place in Viera in 2012. You can't conceive, my child, nor can I or anyone, the appalling strangeness of the mercy of God. My friends, I did not come here for wealth or fame or position. I had it all. I have come to serve the Lord as His priest. And I truly believe, along with St. Paul, who noted in his letter to the Philippians in 4th chapter, I know how to live in poverty and I also know how to live in abundance. I have the strength for everything through Him who empowers me. St. Paul, in his first letter to the Corinthians that we heard today, says this, I have become all things to all to save at least some. All this I do for the sake of the gospel. We are entering a new era. After 17 years in the life of St. John the Evangelist, we enter the third phase, so to say, of living our faith commitment. Therefore, you might ask, what is my vision and how can we all go ahead? I envision a parish that is most welcoming and most hospitable. As Matthew Kelly would say, make it the best version of what a parish should be. I wished to make of this parish a place where God feels at home with our right worship. We should create space for beauty, goodness, and truth. As Robert Barron would say, beauty is the arrowhead of evangelization. With your help and support, we can make it the best parish in the country. Thank you for your very vocal expression of your love and support of me. I have truly experienced your affection for me. My love for you is undiminished. As for me, I will give every ounce of my blood to make it the best place to have the right worship of the Lord. Serving you, who have now become mine, will be the greatest honor of my life. Your joy is mine, and so is your sorrow. You know that my folks are back in India. You are all I have here. Please don't see me as a priest and don't keep me at a distance. I want to be part of your lives. Take me for your son or a brother. I want to visit your homes and pray with you and dine with you. And I want to look into your eyes and be able to experience the closeness of God among all of you. I strongly believe in what Steve Prefontaine, the track star, once said. To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. I have always believed in giving my best. Let us all give our best and be the best versions of ourselves. Marianne Williamson once said, "We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And so when we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Let us not give up hope as we see the lamentations of Job in today's first reading. We know later in the book that he would say, "I know my Redeemer lives." Let us be filled with the confidence that Jesus is alive in our lives and be emboldened to carry on his mission. Jesus was filled with fire and passion for his mission. As Jesus says in today's Gospel of Mark, "Let us go to the nearby villages that I may preach there also. For this purpose I have come." So let us be prepared to be amazed. Be prepared to experience the mercy and the love of God in this place of worship. May we then carry the joy of the gospel to the world. I will soon be talking to you about different ministries that we have in this parish and how each of you might be involved. Very soon we will begin perpetual adoration and experience the richness of Christ's presence in the life of our parish. I thank all those who have helped all of us travel thus far. May God richly bless you and yours. God bless you.